Anyway, okay, well, I appreciate that, Meldron. Yeah, I got a few hours in this game too. What do we got here? Oh, that's weird. There's a bedroll here. Oh wait, okay, no, okay, I think yeah, I did leave a bedroll here a long time ago. All right, yeah, you just hang out there. But yeah, we're yeah, okay, I'll grab a couple, only a couple, just a couple. No, it's just a couple pieces of coal. That's all. We don't have a problem. It's all fine. Yeah, we are kind of we're still in the phase of finding new things for us to do. Because we're going the big long term goal is the 1,000-day achievement. And again, one thing we're doing on the way to that is these intermediate goals, including getting the next the other new achievements, which we've they got foisted upon us by Hinterland. I used to have every single one. This was one of my 100% games on Steam, along with Subnautica and Hades 1. But now we got a lot more to do. And that's going to be a long term thing because, in addition to all the stuff we can do in this game, there's well, first you got to make it to the final affliction and misery. Spend like 25 consecutive days in the mine in the Zoc. So, and we don't have settled mind in this playthrough. So, uh, most likely not going to happen. What did I leave in there? Oh, yeah, boo. Coal slinging horse. Well, then yeah, and it's renewable, so there's no reason not to. I mean, you can do the cheesy thing like I'm doing and just move it and then start the respawn timer. But obviously, that's tedious. I'm not sure I ever get that one. Understandable. Um, but yeah, so that's the reason I do this. Try to get these short and medium term goals. So let's say because they help keep me on task, and so I can if I look at like the next 450 days as like a single entity, yeah, I'm gonna get overwhelmed. It's gonna be a lot, and I will probably get distracted, and then I'll do something foolish, and maybe throw the run. But if I can say, hey, this is our to-do list for the day, we're working on this achievement today. I can break that big task into a series of smaller ones, and so basically keep myself distracted long enough to where we can actually do the thing we need to do. Have I done the? Yes, sir. We actually that was the first of the new achievements we set out to do. Do all the tails in one run. Also, hello, David. Welcome in. Yeah, so we started off. I think we did the first one, Signal Void, before the update came out. But so once we had picked, the zone of contamination and Sundered Pass weren't out when we hit 500 days, and this save went into and when they went into the deep freeze. You gonna lurk, ready to be? Got a movie to catch? Ooh, what are you gonna go see? If you have time to share, don't be late on our account. that okay? Yeah, that's wolf right there. Let's see if we can skip right by it. Oh, no, you're actually an older one with a friend. Okay. Well, nice. Hope you have a good time. Oh, the lighthouse. Nice. Yeah, Willem Dafoe at his Willem Dafoeist. Yeah, enjoy. I have not seen it, but I have seen the memes that have issued forth from it. So I imagine it's pretty solid. Because you just watched Nosferatu and got the Northman. Oh, nice. So you're going through the Roger Eggers oeuvre. Okay, yeah, we'll see if we can skirt by that wolf. Oh, and thank you for the hydrate there, Melderon. Okay, let me make sure we have a clear runway, and then I'll get started on that. Unfortunately, I have the water bottle by me that is requires a little bit more. I cannot one hand it, so I'm gonna have to like one hand and two thigh it. There we go. Oh yeah. I'm actually gonna go to the movie theater tomorrow. Yeah, because like Andrew was in here talking up weapons, and if it is showing here in Hong Kong, so I nabbed a matinee ticket for tomorrow, like 10:50 a.m. Not a usual movie going time, but it was either that or a showing that would have conflicted with our stream time. So I figured I'll go early. I'll save a few bucks too, because like it was like 20% cheaper. Okay, are you gonna be a problem? You're gonna be a problem, aren't you? Mm, all right. Where, sir? Where are you going? Weirdo. Will. Thank you so much for that resub, Will. 28 months. Yeah, now imagine sticking around for 2 years of this nonsense. You want to see that too, Brady B? Yeah, good. I will. So I will. If I do talk about it tomorrow, I will endeavor to give plenty of spoiler warnings ahead of time. Yeah, enjoy the lighthouse, and you give Billy Defoe our best. But good to see you, Will. Oh, your headers. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you have the necessary medication on hand. But how's the weekend treating you? Are things cooling off where you are at all? Temperature wise or otherwise. Hers due to wrestling and no sleep. Ah, okay. Yeah, I saw on Daunt's on her Discord. You mentioned some of the you've been out to see. Was it the so was it like a send off thing for one or both of the Hardys? I think their time in WWE was like after like after my interest in started to wane. Oh, just a TNA. Okay, okay. And you don't take really not no meds at all. Not even like aspirin. Oh, there we go. I was wondering if you might be about. Am I going to do something about this? I think we have to do something about this because it's right in our way. Your favorite tag team and Jeff is your favorite from childhood. Oh, okay. Well, nice. Well, I'm glad you were able to get out and see him then. Okay, now can I? Sure, we can. Right? Hello? Thank you. Ooh, okay, this is gonna be. Yeah, we usually come at it from up there. Plenty of water and a nap. Yeah, that's a good plan. Okay. You coming for us? Or is he just spooked? I think it's just spooked. Okay. That's good. Now, we are down an arrow, unfortunately, but... Let's see, where is that running off to? Well, he's currently running into trees. Okay. Now it's coming back? Not really. It's it's running back to where we dropped that wolf. Okay. It's only a little after noon, but we do have a climb ahead of us. Oh, I was just talking about how I don't ever going to go to the trouble to kill a big beastie like a bear. We don't just want to leave it there. We want to get the goodies off it. I did just say that. I would also like my arrow back, but what do we do with it though? Well, okay, depends on how far it runs. Like the closest convenient spot might actually be Thompson's, which is the opposite direction we want to go, but as I did say earlier, it's not like we're in a rush. And again, having more having more resources about because we having multiple bear hides about for repairs, that would be useful. Having all that meat just sitting there, that would be useful. Thing is, we gotta find it and then harvest it, and then take that harvest somewhere where the hide and the guts can cure, etc. Which would almost certainly be Thompson's. It's a little ways away. But we also have to be careful because there's no guarantee it's already dead. Like the bear in coastal bled out, fairly quickly. But that was more like a back shot, like close to a kidney shot. So hard to tell how long that's going to take to bleed out. And I don't want to be. See, we have seen bears, take an arrow, run about for a while, then reset, and then come after us. So that is the opposite of what we want. Oh yeah, I should. Bear kill count. Okay, still 23. Now, it was 23 after we dropped the bear in coastal, which tells me that this bear is still alive somewhere. Oh, Speaking of, also, who's out there yowling? Oh, that's who. Are you serious? What do you think you're gonna do? Ah, and wasting my time with this. I mean, it's not strictly a waste of time, because if these wolves are around where we drop the bear, they're gonna bother us. We're gonna be all stinky. Okay, there's one, and then we had another one run off this way. There we go. And yeah, the bear's wandering over there. Okay, got almost pulled that one. Yes, Meldron, we were talking about that earlier. We weren't sure if the bear bleed glitch had been addressed. So we were going to spend a bunch of time outdoors in coastal with the bear there, but then it thankfully it keeled over rather soon after, so we didn't have to bother with that. Come on, Astrid, come on, you can do this. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's all the way over there. Yes, that boy has been bleeding out for a while. Oh, you know where it might be going? It might be going back home. Which would actually be a very convenient place for it to die. You know, if I do say so myself. Okay. All right. Is there any good place to come off of here? It doesn't look like it. There we go. There we go. Nice and easy. Kind of. You just started out games. Oh, no, that's fine. That's totally fine. Yeah, enjoy the game. Yeah, I know. I was just talking about harvesting up kills. Wolves. Well, let's be honest. Wolves are abundant and of low value. So I'm less concerned about getting max value out of them, but when it comes to like, bear and moose, then yeah, definitely. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm not seeing any blood here. That is concerning. Because that thing still has our arrow in it. I'm almost certain. Okay, he's along the road. Yep, no blood. No blood. Oh, wait, okay. Okay, so the blood has been despawning. Also, don't walk right up on it. That would be dumb. Okay, so it is bleeding. Just the blood doesn't stick around as long as the tracks do. All right. Okay. So now we only have a normal amount of concern. So, do we let nature take its course? Or do we help things along? Thing is, this is not a very good place to do that. Because, yeah, we're on flat ground. Okay, it is. Oh, blah. That's it. It was going home to die. You started to only take wolf hides at one point. Great for trading. Oh yeah. And we do have a bunch of those. But bear moose chart everything every time. Totally makes sense. Yeah, it's annoying that it came all the way back here. Thank you for the arrow deposit. Yeah, it'd be great if we could stash the stuff back there, but that would be one risky and two more than a little macabre. Stashing bear hide and guts in the bear's own cave. I tell you what, let me real quick. Let me run up the road this way, and then see if there's a more convenient place to stash the curables. As opposed to hauling them all the way down the road and into Thompson's. Because there's almost certainly going to be at least one, maybe two wolves outside the bingo hall. Now, I don't necessarily hate that plan, but if there's a spot closer by, that would be most convenient. And when they are cured, we can just take them where we need them. There is a space capsule. Okay, yeah, there's a wolf right up there on that hillside. Okay, yeah, see okay. I couldn't remember if that cabin was up or not. It is not. And there's that wolf right there. So, knowing as it is, I do think we're going to, yeah, we'll take it back to Thompson's. How are we? Yeah, we're starting to lose carry capacity. We're going to be cucumbered here real quick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's also the not so small issue of this being PV, and if we pass time for long periods in PV, I feel like the game is going to take that as an opportunity to drop a blizzard on us. So let's do this in stages, like we did the last bear. We're going to start with the hide and the guts. That's an hour and a half right there. But that's not including the meat. Okay, that's another 35 kilogram bear. Okay, and we're only one stinky because for whatever reason, the game counts. Like you can have as many guts on you as you want, but they count as one. It's like we have 10 guts on us, but they only count as one stink bar. So at the very least, we won't be putting out a call to the entire neighborhood to come get it. It is late. Astrid is tired, so we might end up coming back for the rest of that bar on the morrow. Now, this would normally be a time where you would bust out the old travois, but we don't have one of those, and that's intentional. It's like with the amount we're using bows, I feel like the maple saplings are semi-renewable thanks to beachcombing, but I would, given how quickly the travois break down, I would prefer to save the maple saplings for bows, and then the deer hides for our deer hide clothing. Oh, can we? Okay, okay, if we see it and it is in a convenient location, maybe we'll pop the hide and the guts off the wolf we popped on the way here. Yeah, that's right there. Directly in our path. Now, note to self, drop the guts first. Because we do have that stank on us, and we're going to be immobile for a bit. So, grab our feathers. There we go. Okay. Only 35 minutes. Meat? I don't know, man.
All I can think about is food.
Oh shit, we have scurvy risk. I completely forgot. Okay, I'm going to harvest it, and we're going to drop it right here. Okay, can we do something about that? We have cattails, we got the granola bar. I think we'll be alright.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
There we go. We should have 12 guts. We have 12 guts. Okay. Oh, hang on, do they? Okay, the cattails actually give moderate vitamin C. Oh, nice. Where's that? Okay, 47%. Yeah, I knew I was taking a bit of a risk when I enabled scurvy when we started this run. At the time, I thought we were going to rely on our massive pile of fish out by the fishing hut. Little did I know Hinterland they were going to sweep that all up for me and move it to the Quonset. At least it still existed, though. But, okay. Oh, do I have... No, we'll have...
The sun is setting. Gonna get a lot colder soon.
Even if not here, necessarily, I know we have some vitamin C containing foods at Mountaineers. Now, whether it's still out in the snow or whether it got boxed up, we'll find out. Okay, oh, interesting. That did actually, or maybe the granola bar doesn't. But the granola bars have vitamin C, don't they? Oh well, we had cattails, and where we're going, there's plenty more where that came from. Okay, so there's that one wolf across the bridge. There's this one wolf here. I'm trying to think, potential hazards as we transport that bear meat.
I could eat a horse. Let's say a lot because I love horses.
Thank you, Astrid. Yeah, we'll get you taken care of. I just need you to keep, matriculating yourself down the road here. Okay, now I'm almost certain there's gonna be a wolf over there. So let's take the direct route to the bingo hall. And fingers crossed we left ourselves some good food there. It's the kind of night where you could see an aurora, but I imagine if it was, it probably would have shown itself by now. Okay. Remember, wolves in Thompson's. We got bingo. Yeah, I see. No, it's fine. Yeah, the Scurvy thing has me a little, but yeah, it has me more spooked than it should, really. We have ways of dealing with it. Okay, did I leave food out back?
I'm getting tired.
I did not. Did I leave food out front? I did. It is also mostly raw. Okay, maybe I'll make Astrid eat cattails tonight.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay, so 12 guts. Another wolf, and a bear. Oh, yeah, we got water aplenty. So at least we got that going for us. Oh, there's a festive sweater. Oh, ooh, carrots. You do not have vitamin C. Do you have vitamin C? Minor. Okay. That's actually fine. All right. Okay. PV community center. So now. Oh, come on. So one bear, two wolves, and 18 guts. Excuse me. Okay, ketchup's just a minor vitamin C. You know what? We'll go and we'll chow down on those.
Getting a bit thirsty.
Okay, it's down to 38%. Are we going to have to eat all those? Maybe not all of them. $36. Okay. Yeah, let's just see if we can keep that, just, fend that off for now. You know what? Sure, go to town. We'll pick a bunch more when we get to Ash Canyon. Man, they got moderate vitamin C. They barely did anything. Okay, so up the road. Okay, we need to. So when we go do this, before we harvest the bear meat, we should, yeah, kill the bear that's on the path to the mine, and then kill the bear or kill the wolf that's over the bridge, on the way to Point of Disagreement. Yes. Make sure we're fully rested before we do. There we go. Okay. I will. We've been on a vitamin C kick of late. I will grab that one little bit of cooked wolf meat just to top up the breakfast. Okay. Okay, 65 calories. Never mind. That was a complete waste of time. There we go. Okay, so minor hitch in our to-do list, but that's fine. So, as I say, we go back up. Yeah, we should get up on the road because we need to get access to the mine. Otherwise, this is going to take us all the way down, which we don't necessarily want to do. Yeah, save those mushrooms because we're going to need those for Thompson's family stew later. I know Thompson's family stew is basically a meme now with how, like, what the community has been clued into just how bad a value it is. Like, apparently you actually you lose fewer calories from making it than you would have if you just ate all the individual ingredients. But if we're going to get the achievement, because we don't retroactively get credit for making all 9 recipes, so we got to do it again. So we got to make sure there are unprocessed mushrooms out there in the world, which thankfully there are, because I know in this run we were dedicated to making teas earlier, trying to get that cooking skill up. Seriously, you can't get up for that? Anyway. Oh yeah, one thing I should do at some point, we need to just have I need to make a shopping list essentially. So what ingredients do I need to make one of every unique recipe? Okay, there we go. We might come back for that later. We might not. No. But there's one less meat-seeking missile between us and hauling bear bits back to Thompson's. How heavy? I should. Yeah, I should have left. I should have left more stuff there, but I didn't. So on we go. Okay, in -3, that's manageable. So, got that one. The other one we know of is across the bridge on the way to Point of Disagreement. We'll get that one. Then we'll hit the. Then we'll find our bear. You know, part of me wanted to nab the prop deer that was there as well, but why? I mean that's just more work for us. You know, more if we start a fire, and we probably will start a fire just to thaw the bear that help us harvest it that little bit more quickly. But yeah, that's time off that fire. I don't think. Yeah, we'll save that prop deer for when we need it. Hey, what are they? What are they? What are they crowing about? Should probably grab a few of these. Are you also over a prop deer? No, you're over a car. There's a Carl Bob here? I know there's a Carl Bob here. How long has that been there? Well, thanks for nothing, Carl Bob, but hey, nice to meet you. Yeah, if not for the crows, I would have had no idea it was there. Okay, yeah, I would. I'm gonna see if we can not use any coal as we do this. Okay. Yes. Yes, we have those over there. That's fine. Yeah, if there's wolves further down, like down on the river or down past that, man, we might get them like down to draft dodgers. They might catch wind of us. I don't know, man. I mean, okay, no. We're gonna do this. I did all this talk about, about not letting big game kills go to waste. Wolves, fine. We can leave wolves behind. They're, as I said, they're abundant and of low value. But you got 35 kilograms of meat just sitting there. It feels like a dereliction of duty just to leave it. As long as you know where it is, I should say. Every so often, you plunk a bear, and then it takes your arrow, and it just runs off to some far-flung corner of a large zone. Like I had that happen to me actually in the airfield. I think in this very save. So there somewhere in like the far corners of the airfield, there's one of my arrows just sitting there waiting for me. And yeah, I know it hurts to lose an arrow, but at the same time, you have to ask, is the juice worth the squeeze? Because like we had that one arrow thief who ran off in the muskeg with one of our arrows. I could have still been chasing after that, but I want we want to stay on task. Yes, hello, Bok Box. We're gonna see if we can make the neighborhood safer for you too. All right, so we saw that wolf, wandering somewhere around here. I'm now kind of annoyed I don't have anything stinky on me because we could have like brought it right to us. Okay, you know what? No, no, just be patient. I was gonna say let it come. We'll be triple stinky. Let it come after us, but no. If you do that, it's not gonna make any sound when it comes after us, and that is not ideal. That is no bueno. Yep. All right, come on. Don't go all that way. You're just gonna come back at me. Don't. You're wasting your time and mine. Come on now. Good grief. Sir? Okay. Let me deal with your relative right here. Who is having pathing issues apparently. What the fuck? What? Excuse? The fuck was that? I knew I was having pathing issues. I didn't think I was having them that badly. Shit. How many? No, we did not get the shot off, so it just fucked right off with one swing apparently. Weird. Anyway. Oh, hang on. Clothing check. Okay, actually. Bedroll check. Could stand for a repair at some point. Alright. And yeah, it did no damage to our health. Again, the quote unquote struggle was all of one swing. Where did this fucking wolf go to? Probably right over this ridge. God damn it. I'm gonna make you extra dead. I am so far off path and off schedule because of your ass. And now you're gonna come play. Now you're gonna come play. There. Right through that stupid skull you weren't using. Sakes. Anyway, now that that's settled, I think we can feel reasonably okay to start processing that bear. Good grief, though. Where are we? Yeah, we're at our carry capacity, but part of that is all the fire we've been picking up. Okay, yeah, there's a space capsule. We'll get to you eventually. Or, 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 hear me out, chat. What if, instead of hauling all that bear meat to Thompson's, we just take it to the space capsule? No, we don't put it in the space capsule necessarily, but we leave it by that stove in the burned out cabin, where we can cook it up when we need. You know what? I like that plan. Because we have a stash of meat outside the bingo hall, and we can have an auxiliary stash over here. And if we need to take one from the other, we can do that. Oh, do we have it near? Do we have food near the farmhouse? I don't think we do, but again, we're not really setting up shop there. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst place to do that because the farmhouse, it got nice beds, It's got the sticks burner stove. It's got a workbench in the basement. Whereas if we set up shop in
I'm
Thompson's,
not sure I can carry much
it
more.
does have the six burner stove, but the closest workbench is it's in the barn. But counterpoint. Now that we have the woodworking tools, we can just make our own. You know, we can turn Thompson's into what we need it to be. Okay. Oh, hang on. No, I take that. I amend that statement because we would still need the little clamp that you take off the of the workbenches. But I know where we can find one. We can take it off the space capsule. Okay, where am I going to put this that's safe? I guess we'll start here. If we can. Here? No. Hinterland. I thought we were being better about, letting us put fires on hillsides. I'll try that.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, well, that'll have to do. Okay, are you thawing now? You are thawing. Good. So we'll place these. We'll have them make some water, because we are a little low on that. 2020, that'll be 40 minutes. Okay, 10 kilos. We can work with that. Got our poor knife is getting a workout today.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
How about that, Astrid? Happy now? Okay, let me take 2 full pieces. Cook them up. Those will be Astrid. Well, those will be her lunch. Breakfast was the cattails. Okay, 45, 45. Okay, there we go. Grab 11 of that. Now that won't do anything for our scurvy risk, but it will make Astrid more. Well, it'll fill her tum tum, and that's our main concern right now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, chow down, girl. Hey, Stewie, welcome in. Hope you're having a good week and an even better weekend. Hope you're well. We're just out here, kind of. Well, they're doing the thing where our best laid plans keep getting waylaid by, certain Earth sign creatures putting themselves in our intended path. Okay, 44, 45, fire's good. Do we just leave the last bit? Yeah, we'll just be sensible. We'll take that. Oh, I've been lurking for a few hours. Nice. Took it more. Oh, lovely. Hope the your morning constitutional was a good one.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
There we go. Little snackies. Yeah, the remainder is not going to take very long. Let me have you make. Yeah, just make them a little bit more water. Yeah, 13 minutes. But good to see you. Remind me, are you still back stateside? I think you mentioned that last time we were. Yeah, last time I inquired, but me and streamer brain, right? Where? Oh, hello. Thank you. Oh, the Pacific Northwest. Okay, awesome. Okay, 2020. Um, I did just say. Okay. Here's a question. So I know if you click on the prop deer, you interact with it, that starts the despawn timer. If we don't touch it, but we do like thaw it indirectly, does that still count? 'Cause I don't necessarily want to grab stuff off it. Okay, let's be real though. What are we gonna miss out on? A deer hide, two guts, and like what? A kilogram and a half of meat? Is that big of an issue? I dare say no. You see, so yeah, we have thawed it out over here, but we have not touched it. So I'm gonna roll the dice here. We're gonna play the odds, and I'm gonna say that does not count.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
So we're actually gonna leave that be, and we're gonna stay focused. We're gonna stay locked in. Okay, you know what? No, fine, fine, fine. I mean, we're gonna be making multiple trips anyway. There, you make some of that. That'll free up some carry capacity. And yeah, so we had 35 kilograms of bear. So give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're not 10 kilos over. We can still sprint if we need to, but hopefully we won't. Now we're gonna take this meat. We're gonna drop it off at the cabin outside the space castle. Now, I have my fears for the space capsule. I'm not gonna say why, but if you know, you know.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
You can and you will. But at the very least, this will we'll have some distribution in our stores of resources. See, I mean, if these two bears hadn't gotten all up on our business, we could have been in Ash Canyon by now. Could have been seeing the sights, feasting on cattails, looking for a rifle we will likely never use. But no, bears had to go do their Ursine thing, and well, we had to respond in kind. There's just no two ways about it. Okay, so we're talking. Oh yeah, so we talked about hitting 500. Oh yeah, the UK thing, which was suspiciously quick. I got tickets to go see Weapons in the morning. It's like 11 a.m. So it's not like that much of a matinee screening. Oh yeah, the other thing. Yeah. So the reason there was no stream last night is because God, I still can't believe this. I actually left my apartment, went out, and was ugh, social. I went to a coworker had their what the British call a leaving do. It makes like a kind of a farewell party. So he's still going to technically be working for us, but he's going to be moving to Vietnam to be closer to his girlfriend. So he went to a place. I think he had like a reserved like the back room of a it's like a Belgian, like a Belgian inspired brew house or something like. I don't know how these things work. Basically, a place that served a lot of Belgian drinks and food. And I like him, but he is he's a lot more of a people person than I am. Because when I got there, it was me and a couple people also from our section, and some of his other friends from around town. But over the night, the room just got more and more crowded and louder and had more drunk people. It's like, and again, here's the thing: it was not just loud drunk people. I kind of expected that, but no, it was loud, drunk, improv people. Because apparently he'd been one of his activities around town has been to be do improv comedy classes. And so people from his class and his one of his teachers were there. And well, I mean, improv people reserved they are not. And I say that someone who has spent much of his life hanging around theater kids, so I know of what I speak. And again, they were all lovely. For some reason, they thought like our job was interesting. It's like y'all what? Yeah, oh, if you had any idea, but I didn't want to disabuse him of that. But again, it was I'm I don't dislike that I did it. I'm glad I did. And also they had this like Belgian meatballs on top of mashed potatoes dish that was actually pretty good. But at the same time, it was a comparatively small. There's another. Yeah, it's a small, noisy, enclosed space. And I really don't like those. It was not smoky though, so at least we had that going for us. Oi, oi, dog, you with the face. All right, we'll do this here. All right, 2 more arrows we lost. Missy, I don't know if it is a if it's the noise or if it, cause I don't think it's necessarily like being antisocial. Because like I'm surrounded by people at work, and like there's no problem there. But I think it's like when it gets like loud and well, it's also like when it's loud and it's enclosed and it's filled with people I don't know. Maybe that's what tips it over into being an unpleasant experience for me. Because I don't, no diagnosis here. Certainly no self-diagnosis. I don't think I have social anxiety. Now, again, I am not a mental health professional, even though I have played vampire therapist. But I don't think that's the case. Is it a consequence of just not liking those situations? Like, because but again, I've been where I've had to I've been a non-drinker around drunks. Okay, those burned off. Gosh darn it. Well, oh well. So it's not like that situation is new to me. 3, 4, come on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Should be the second of 3 batches. Yeah, well we'll just let that go. Or it might just be me getting older and not having or me like having less patience for that sort of thing. It's like at other spots, particularly Jakarta, is now that I think of it. Okay, see here, man. Anyway, yeah. So like in Jakarta, like after deadline, we would have like a lot of us, from the off, we just like all we pile into a place, and like other people would drink. I wouldn't. I don't. But it was fine. But I think again, it might have been one. It was not necessarily a small enclosed space, but also I was around people I knew. There you go. Yeah, I figured being triple stinky would bring some of them out of the woodwork. So that I don't know. It might also be it may so I said maybe it's preference, maybe it's just me not being in those situations as much anymore. I don't know. Because again, as I say, I'm here with y'all 3-4 nights a week, and even though like we're not in a position where we can't interact face to face. I still appreciate y'all, and I know you're given the like, given the constraints of time zones per se. We're a lot of y'all are like work lurking or whatnot, and which is totally fine. I appreciate y'all, and again, folks showing up here regardless, even if they never say a word in chat. I'm happy to have you. Exactly. Yes, yes. Chatties are people too. But for all my complaints about like the place itself. Oh, and the price. Oh God, the price. In my, I had like 2 Coke Zeros that were 53 Hong Kong dollars each. That's like £5 or like 650 US. And these were not large drinks. I like it yeah, it was most likely a can.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
But again, it is a bar, and it's a bar in in central Hong Kong. So yeah, it's not like a fancy place, but it is like given the location, you're going to be paying a fair bit. As I say, it's a decent experience. Food was not bad. Actually, the 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 meatball and mashed potato dish actually cost the same as one Coke Zero. See, you can tell where they're making their money. But so it was good to get out and you meet talk to talk with them a bit more frankly than you can necessarily get away with in the office. Not that the office is like any kind of like a censorious environment. Thankfully things have not got that bad yet, at least in indoors. In like where we are, up in management levels and out in the city, it's not quite the same story. But so yeah, it is gonna be weird though because like we have 7 people in our own our little section, our desk, and now more people are gonna be not based in Hong Kong than are. I think used to be we had 6 here, and then we had like one person based in England. But now it's gonna be, as far as the in-house crew, is gonna be me, our letters editor, and my boss. And then we're gonna have people in Singapore, Vietnam, India, and England. And I've made this point before, but like we showed like during the pandemic that we can do our job from anywhere really. Like we could all be digital nomads if we were so inclined. Now, would we? Well, honestly, most of us probably wouldn't, because like other than me and our letters editor, everyone's got if not like an actual like family of their own, they at the very least have like a significant other in tow. And like I mean, as Stewie can no doubt attest, just moving yourself around, country to country is an almighty hassle. All getting all that paperwork done, finding places to stay, make sure you stay on top of your work, etc. If you had to bring like a spouse or a spouse and a kid with you, it would just get like exponentially more difficult. And some people are into that. A lot of people aren't. And just with the difficulty I've had of being a singleton and a long-term expat, I can very easily understand why people look at that and say, nah, not for me. Yeah, you do. I mean, I don't want this to like gatekeep or anything. The kind of thing you find on LinkedIn. It does help to have a certain kind of mindset in the to be able to to do that sort of thing, bounce around like that. Your employees are amazing. You live out of a 20-kilogram duffel bag. Yeah, and yeah, that is basically what it takes. Like I said, when I do go places, most often I I will travel with like I will pack up my entire life into like one suitcase, which isn't all that big, one backpack, and a laptop bag, and that's it. And even then, it always feels like I have too much stuff. So now, Stewie, do you keep like a consistent like like a base of operations somewhere as you do your digital nomad thing, or like are you completely a leaf on the wind? Like, do you have like like you keep a mailing address back in the U.S. or somewhere? There we go. Yeah, we'll leave the meat behind. Let's see, one, two, three,
I'm not sure I
four,
can carry much more.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Well, you know what? In that case, let's grab the rest of this stuff, and we'll just finish this out. We'll leave the animal fat behind. You just relocated the base operations to the. Okay, well, there we go. Yeah, lovely part of the country to be in. Depending on where you are, like some parts are better than others. I know. I have my opinion, but yeah, generally, I again for me, for someone who prefers colder climates, yeah, the Pacific Northwest would be pretty sweet. Now, can I ever afford to move there? Fingers crossed. Oh yes, Stewie's probably in ad realm, so we'll pick that up when he comes back. Okay, well, so
I need to
we'll
find a place to rest.
I know exactly the place, Astrid. Trust me, you're gonna get there just fine. So we'll ditch the uncooked meat in the corner with the rest. We'll put the cooked meat in a different place, and then we'll go. But yes, yeah,
I'm not gonna be able to
good on
carry
you,
this
Stuart.
load for much
And
longer.
I hope the Northwest is good to you. I enjoyed my time in that part of the country, even if it wasn't like the part most people think of. I was in like far eastern Oregon, like Mountain Time Oregon. As if Hong Kong, I mean, true, but again, I am paid commensurately. Now, if I was to say move to Seattle or Portland, would I necessarily make enough to, live there in a half decent lifestyle? That no, I don't know, but certainly not in this line of work. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like if I did have to move back to the U.S., but I had my druthers as to where,
Too far behind.
somewhere like, well, maybe not Portland necessarily, because well, there's a lot of people there, but like Corvallis. I went to Corvallis multiple times while I was in Oregon, and I thought it was really nice. Eugene's okay. I preferred Corvallis, but then again, part of my preference was based around Corvallis had a Borders, and Eugene did not. Now, of course, no one has a Borders, so we can just chuck that in the chuck that in the rubbish in the bin. Or say, if not Seattle per se, like Vancouver is nice. Vancouver, Washington, not like BC, Vancouver. Although if they'd have me, I might not say no. I could go doorstep, stand on Raph's doorstep and say, hey, come on, cabin fever, what the hell? But no, or like the is it Tacoma? Yeah, I have I? No, I've been to Seattle once. Yeah. I was there for a U.S. men's national soccer team game. The U.S. was supposed to play Japan, but they canceled. I think it was a whole thing. It was like 2000, like late 2001. Yes, obviously no. It was March 2002. Yeah, that's right. So before the World Cup. But yeah, Japan canceled because like the U.S. canceled on them for something else, and then so they ended up playing Honduras. Oh, you were in Vancouver a few weeks ago. Oh, nice. It was evaluated as a relocation base. Ah, yeah. I think I have a yes, and some old message board friends of mine live up there. Like like message board friends from like God, almost 25 years ago. Sheesh. And they have nice things to say about it. But again, there's the cost of living thing. And Curious talked about this phenomenon, like what they call the Seattle freeze, to where like like new arrivals to Seattle might not like they might not receive the warmest welcome. Yeah, I can't speak to that, but she is a she is a she used to live there, so she would know far better than I. Okay, there's those. We'll drop the cooked meat here. We'll eat that now. Very nice. Take a nice big swig.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I think you just did. Okay, and we'll sleep in the space capsule, and then on the morrow, we will finally head to Timberwolf and then Ash Canyon. Okay, let me check real quick. Did I leave anything of note here? Um, well, there's a little something. Ooh, there's no vitamin C in maple syrup, right? There's not. Okay, and yeah, there's nothing in the beef jerky. All right. Hey, so we left some stuff behind. That's all right. Wait, I never checked this. Holy crap.
Hmm. Okay.
Oh, okay. 540 odd days in, I never checked that box. Holy crap. Go figure. Okay. Oh, right. Let me update the journal real quick. Okay. PV, Thompson's Big Barn. Uh, okay. Bear me. There we go. You'll give her a full sleep. Oh, I should check on that scurvy. It wasn't going up that fast, but it was going up. 57%. Okay. Well, there better be some fish waiting for us.
Surrounded by snow and nothing to drink.
Okay, Astrid, how are you saying that and drinking a soda at the same time? That is really impressive. Okay, I'll finish that out, and then we'll go. There we are. Okay, all right. How are we for water? Liter and a half. Okay. Yeah. Let's just hang on. Firewood, 25 and 3. All right, plenty. Okay, so two Timberwolf. I really hope our pile of crap has not been lost and found, because that's going to be a whole thing. Honestly, if the stuff all got shoved in a lost and found box, I might just leave it there, because I haven't seen any of those respawn. Hey, Evie, welcome in. Oh, good to see you. Hope you're having a good weekend. How goes the dark? Is it well? Yeah, we've been trying to stave it off for how long now? 546 days and counting. So yeah, we're doing all right. But how you doing, Evie? So good to see you. Also, let me pop you a shout out. Yeah, folks. If you're not familiar, Evie here is also a fellow long dark streamer, a VTuber, super cool individual.
Meow.
Well, that was a short clip. Oh, there we go. But yeah, go pop Evie a follow. Yeah, I go hang out on Evie's channel every so often. But yeah, good to see you. Yeah, so we are as the tag says, we are achievement hunting here. And like one of the ones we're going for is the 1,000-day achievement, but obviously that's going to take a bit. So in the interim, we're doing some other ones. Right now, we're going for the 7 firearm variants. Might be your only clip. Okay, and then that's totally fair. I do. I like to drop shout out clips when streamer folks come by. And encourage others to follow. It is also a indirect service to sometimes let streamers know that maybe they need to prune their clip collection, because sometimes some odd things slip through. Yeah, so this is the first time we've been in Timberwolf Mountain since the big update. I shouldn't say since the big, like since the shoot. Well, no, since we started this run. Okay, take two. Since we dusted off this run a couple weeks ago, this is the first time we've been here. So there is a chance the big, huge, ginormous pile of crap we had at Mountaineers might all got shoved into a lost and found box. I'm hoping that isn't the case, but if it is, um, it's going to be a lot. Maybe not coastal a lot, because that box had like 2,400 kilograms of loot shoved into it, like 90% of which was raw meat. Oh, it's not? Okay, well, no, there's no worries. Because I know I will just I do that when I wander into other. Like I find other long dark streamers. I like to because I don't know if you've seen Evie. We do like we're not a big community here on Twitch, relatively speaking, but we do try to be very supportive of each other. And I say just speaking for me, I always enjoy bigging up other streamers and telling folks, hey, I found someone awesome, go follow them. Okay, moment of truth. Okay, are the ooh geez. Are those? No, those are regular doggos. There's four of them, but they're regular doggos. Okay, where is my pile of stuff? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey. Okay, now how about indoors? Uh, okay, I'm happy all this is out here, but if you're here, what's in here? Cattail heads, of course. And cured guts? Okay. I'll take those. I'll take that for cloth, and we'll stash the toque. Okay, so disaster averted. Hooray! Okay, toque is going to go on the clothing pile, like so. You're going to get harvested for cloth. Okay, anything else we want to ding-dong ditch? We'll chuck that there. That's fine. Holy crap, that's where all my antiseptic went. Sheesh. That's just a bunch of tiny teas. Okay, that's fine. Those don't degrade, apparently. That's fine. Uh, do, do, can openers, my god. Okay. Ooh, you know what we're not finding? We're not finding the Warden revolver. Okay, so that means we might need to go. Oh, right, drop the guts here. We're probably going to have to go to Blackrock and make absolutely sure it is where we think it is. Jason, your big fan from a long dark creator. Nice. You try to pay it forward where you can. Less one. Yeah, and I think it's good because like I don't want I don't want to say like for other communities or even like long dark community on like YouTube or Reddit. Ugh, Reddit. Eh. But like I have yet to find any folks here in the TLD community who are like they're the kind of shithead you would avoid. Like the vast majority of folks are they're neutral to absolutely lovely. Oh, oh, yes, vitamin C, vitamin C, vitamin C. Oh, hello? Yes, major. That's what we want. Yeah, I foolishly enabled scurvy, Evie, so that was might have been a slight miscalculation on our part. Yeah, there we go. Look at that thing go down. So yeah, the reason this is all here is because at one point we were going for the living off the land achievement, which requires eating nothing but like natural like no man-made foods for I forget how long, a while. So we had all this lovely stuff and we just kind of left it. Okay. It's not even noon. Okay, we could take a short rest. We won't refresh our spell slots, but we'll take two, and then we'll see about heading on to Ash. Conditions allowing, of course. Okay. Alles gut? Alles gut. That's it. We can make more water when we get there. Let's just go. And maybe for once today, we can get where we're going without a bear getting in our way. Those, yeah, those are regular wolves, but they're moving around like they're Timbies. That is so weird. I I don't know that I've ever seen them move like that. Anyway, we're I know we're curious cats here, but we got places to be, things to do, guns to find, so we're moving on. Yeah, our main our main goal for this when we started out, we were just going to drop the woodworking tools off in coastal, make a beeline for Ash Canyon, and then spend time looking for the curator's rifle, which we have yet to find. All this time into this run. But then a bear got on our way in coastal, and then another bear got on our way in PV, and this is another bear patrol route right here. So it could happen again. Okay, let's get off slope, get off slope, get off slope. Hello, Bun Bun. Also, do you play this game after this long? You either new or really enjoy. Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite games of all time. Like I've got more than like 1,000 hours in it, and I still keep coming back for more. People better interactions. Yeah, definitely. They change when Black Frost comes out, or we have something. Yeah, that's actually a very good point, Evie. Because I know a lot of folks, a lot, even like large content creators, they liked what they saw in TLD when it came out in early access, but they said, okay, I'll wait until the game is done. And to them, the game is story mode. But if you ask anyone who plays TLD regularly, story mode is probably very low on their list of priorities. So it's gonna there's gonna be some a mixing of understandings of TLD when that happens. So yeah, the those of us in the community might have to be a little patient with folks who are new. And yeah, when Black Frost comes out, when it's gonna unlike TLD, it's gonna come in with multiplayer. Oh wait. Does the bear come down here now? Oh, I don't like that. But yeah, so when it comes, like, people have been demanding co-op for God knows how long. So is it going to make people? Are people going to be satisfied, or are they going to be even more insufferable when they get what they say they want? I mean, it's the internet. I think we know. The bear put it down to the Ash Canyon entrance. Oh dear. Oh, gibbers crabs. All right. Well, ask you how you know. Oh dear. That sounds like there's a story behind that, Evie. Okay. Now, my hope would be if it was here, we would have heard bear crows by now. So maybe it's just having a nap. Okay. Oh yeah. Climbing. Okay, yeah. We are at climbing weight.